Hey, what's happening, guys? Zach Sickich here with ProHybrid Training. I'm excited to share with you our third video for the Blaine Youth Hockey Association. Season's coming up quickly, and so far we've talked about our hand-eye, giving you guys a series of hand-eye drills that you can work on to improve your hand-eye coordination in the net. Then we talked about our physical conditioning drill, our body weight conditioning drill series. So that'll help you get in better shape for tryouts and during the season. And now what we're going to talk about is the mental conditioning. It's such a huge aspect of any sport, any performance that we do, is our opinion of our abilities, how important we feel, our ability to influence other people. So all about this mental conditioning. So I want to share with you guys for 5 or 6 minutes today about mental conditioning. And to me, when I think of mental conditioning and self-development, I think of leadership. And we're going to build up to leadership by starting with this 3-part leadership process. And the end goal is going to be leadership, but before we can have leadership, we have to work on ourselves first. So the first step is to establish self-esteem, right? The first step in this leadership process, this mental conditioning, is to establish self-esteem. So in my opinion, self-esteem answers the question, how important am I? So how important am I? That's our self-esteem. And self-esteem is universal. You guys probably have a universal remote control in your home. It controls the radio, it controls the DVD player, it controls the TV. Universal means it applies to everything. So self-esteem answers the question, how important am I? And it applies to everything. Okay? So imagine it as a cup. We have to establish a strong cup to pour things in. So the self-esteem is the cup, this nice strong cup that can hold stuff. Okay? And in my opinion, and in my experience of working with hundreds, probably close to thousands of goalies all around the world for the last 15 years, I've found 2 ways to help myself and help our athletes establish self-esteem. And these 2 ways are to help other people and to embrace help. So when we help other people, we feel more important. And when we embrace the help that other people are offering us, we also feel more important. And rather than thinking that someone wants to help us because they feel sorry for us, or thinking that they feel bad for us, or they're just giving us their help because they think we need it, whatever the case is, we don't tell ourselves those stories. We embrace that help and we help others. And that's going to establish that self-esteem. So think about self-esteem as your cup. That's the first step. The second step is going to be build confidence. So remember, you said establish self-esteem, then we build confidence. And now confidence, my definition of confidence is my opinion of my ability to fill in that blank. So my opinion of my ability to hit a golf ball 300 yards down the middle of a fairway. It might change if there's a 15-mile-an-hour wind. There's a lot of variables that influence confidence. Or I could say my opinion of my ability to stop a breakaway from a squirt, or my opinion of my ability to stop a breakaway from Alexander Ovechkin. So you can see it's a breakaway, but the variables in that breakaway, or the variables, really affect our confidence. So it's my opinion of my ability to fill in that blank. And it's situational, where self-esteem is universal. Confidence is situational, and confidence is based on experience. So my confidence is based on experience. When I have experiences, I either know what works, and I keep doing more of that, or I don't know what works, right? I don't know what works, and then I realize what I'm not supposed to do. So success and failures can build confidence, because now we know what works and now we know what doesn't work. The only thing that doesn't build confidence is not taking action or not learning from action. So overthinking things and not trying something new will just create more anxiety, more worry, and then thinking that making a mistake or failing and not succeeding, not reaching a goal is a bad thing, that will also hurt confidence. The tricky thing with confidence is when we base our opinion of our ability to do something based on other people's ability, or other people's opinion of our ability to do something. That's like building a house on mud. We don't want to build our opinion of our abilities based on other people's opinions of our abilities. And sometimes it's really challenging because we place a really high value on other people's opinion, like maybe a coach or a teammate or a friend or a family member. And so often, if someone says you're no good at being a goalie, or you're not a good coach, or you're not a good baseball player, whatever the situation is, we automatically take that opinion and we internalize it, and then we believe it. And throughout the season, we'll be talking quite a bit about this self-development, this mental side of goaltending, the mental side of any kind of performance. I feel so valuable. So remember, confidence is my opinion of my ability to fill in the blank, okay? Fill in that blank with whatever the activity is. It's based on experience, and it's my opinion. It's not someone else's opinion, so be careful where your opinion of your abilities come from. Is it from your experiences and the time you've put in and like doing these hand-eye coordination drills or working hard in the off season, or is it just someone randomly said something to you that made you upset and it makes your confidence go down? Or is it just one mistake, like say you let in a shot from the blue line, but you worked all summer to build your skills, and maybe the first shot of the game goes in from the blue line? That's just one shot. Now, did you make a mistake? Definitely. Can you identify what it was? I bet you can. And now when you identify it, you can prevent it from happening again and replace that with some other kind of skill. So we'll be talking about that throughout the year. Now the final step, remember we have establish self-esteem. That's our cup. Then we have build confidence. Confidence is like the water that we pour into the cup, okay? Imagine if the cup was in bad shape, you couldn't hold any water. So that's why we need self-esteem first. Then we can go into building that confidence up. Finally, we're going to be cultivating influence. Cultivating influence, and influence is just another word for leadership. Cultivating leadership, cultivating influence. And I like to use the word cultivate here because it takes time, just like farming. You can't cheat it. You can't cheat leadership. You can't cheat influence. You can't fake it, okay? Either you have it or you don't, or you're working on it. Just like farming, you can't procrastinate on a farm. There's a great book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. It's a great read, appropriate for many of our youth goaltenders and especially the parents. But there's a rule of the farm that Stephen Covey talks about is you can't procrastinate on a farm. You gotta make sure the soil's right, you gotta plant the seeds, you gotta tend to the seeds, you gotta pull the weeds, you gotta give it water, give it sunlight, give it food over time, let the crops grow, then the harvest comes in. And you can't fake it. Just like leadership, just like influence, you have to cultivate it. And we do that through experience. And there's 4 characteristics that we always look at in leadership, and I want to share those with you. First is body language. What does my body say about me? Okay. Mood. What do I feel like? Right. Tone. What do I sound like? And spirit. What's the energy that I'm bringing to a situation? So body language, mood, tone, and spirit. Those are the 4 elements or characteristics of influence and leadership that we can all work on so we can be more influential with our teammates to help everyone do a better job. We can be more influential in our family, in our relationships, and really cultivate that leadership. And that's my opinion. The ultimate calling is to build the cup, get it nice and strong, pour the water into it, and then ultimately we share that water. We can drink it ourselves to make our opinion of our ability to play hockey or any performance go up. We can drink the water, but ultimately we want to share the water with other people and influence them in a positive way, like teaching or coaching or parenting or just being a good teammate. So we'll be talking about that throughout the season. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Again, this 3-step leadership process starts with establish self-esteem. Okay, that's my, how important am I? Then build confidence, which is like the water pouring into the cup, my opinion of my ability, right? It's not based on other people's opinion of me. It's based on my skills, my experience. Remember, if you make a mistake, second best thing that can happen. Now you know what doesn't work. Okay, and finally, we want to cultivate influence, cultivate leadership. That's sharing our cup, sharing our water with other people to help them out by working on our body language, our mood, our tone, and our spirit, the energy we're bringing to a situation. So my goal is always add value, guys, and ignite and inspire some awesome action this season. So have a great day, and feel free to share this video with any players too, because I think this video would be great for the players to watch as well. So you guys have an awesome day, and we'll see you really soon.